I'm Lawayne Childrey, author of Peeling Back the Layers, a story of trauma, grace, and triumph. In this book, I ask the question, how does a troubled black gay youth from the Deep South grow up to become one of the most respected news journalists in the country? Some may say it takes a considerable amount of talent, hard work, and determination. But for me, it also included an immense struggle through a deep sea of adversities, including childhood sexual abuse, a crack cocaine addiction, and an HIV diagnosis. When I was just 4 years old, I survived a deadly house fire that I watched claim the life of my 2-year-old cousin. Between kindergarten and second grade, I was repeatedly sexually abused by my stepfather and forced to watch my mother being beaten by the same man. Despite those traumatic events, as early as third grade, I had the audacity to dream. I had dreams of becoming a news reporter, but as fate would have it, distractions left me blindsided. Being the only child of a now single mother, I, like so many, found myself hanging with the wrong crowd. I began shoplifting and engaging in devious behaviors, but unlike so many of my peers, I never landed in the juvenile justice system. Throughout high school, I excelled in my studies, winning numerous poetry and oratorical contests. However, I flunked out of college, ended up in a number of abusive relationships, and as a young, gay, black man, was spiritually and emotionally broken and dying from AIDS. At the age of 30, I became the primary caregiver to my mother, who had already survived lung and brain cancer, but was now suffering from a series of strokes that left her partially paralyzed. And I loved her dearly. But the concerns over her health, as well as my own, left me in a deep depression. To cope, I turned to drugs. First marijuana, then crack cocaine. Finally, I convinced myself that the only real solution to my problems was suicide. But I didn't have the courage to pull the trigger of a gun or swallow a bottle of sleeping pills. I had hoped the crack would eventually burst my heart and I'd end up dead. By the grace of God, that was not the case.